the end of the story. That's all I'm going to say. So the objective of this presentation is to prevent the last minute rush to get everything in and equip you guys with the knowledge of what it takes to apply to grad school and also kind of what it is in general. So just to get our brains thinking, you were handed, hopefully, a sheet with the words think, want, and learn. Take a couple of minutes and write what you think grad school is and what you want to learn from this presentation.
And you're going to leave the learn column blank for now.
That'll be for a note.
So to reiterate, what you think grad school is, and what do you want to learn from this presentation? The two of you who just came in, y'all will just sit next to each other, just so that you have a partner. So you need that later on.
Okay, solid.
Okay. Looks like we're wrapping up. So just wrap up real quick. 21 seconds.
Okay, so in the spirit of Halloween, and even if it wasn't Halloween, we'd give you candy anyway, we're going to ask people to give ideas and answers to questions, and we will reward you with candy, which is always nice. So can any of you give me an idea of what you think grad school is? Yeah. Sorry. So he said hell, which is to some degree valid. Yes?
Research?
Research, yes. That is the kind of grad school that I want to partake in.
How about right here?
Specialization. Specialization. Good answer. So, okay. So grad school is all these things. The hell part is a little bit, anyway, we'll talk about a little bit more about what grad school is.
So again, raise your hands throughout. You'll get candy. We want that. We want that sort of conversation to be happening. So to give you an outline of what we will be talking about today is give you an idea of what to do before you apply, which means what is a grad school, have that discussion being started for you, but also why should you go and who should you talk to. And then also when you apply, what do you want to be considering? What do you want to be making sure you have prepared? What do you want to be making sure that is together for when you actually send that application in to the schools?
All right, so that we're all speaking the same language and we're all talking about grad school in the same way. Here is a brief definition. I'm not going to read it, but we're basically splitting grad school into these two kind of types. So you have this type where you're studying a specific research or a specific discipline. So you can get a master's degree in, say, English or a PhD in philosophy. And that's more focused on the discipline, whereas you can also get professional degrees, which are like the MD, the JD, which is the law school degree, and that kind of grad school is you're studying to become part of a certain career role. So those are two distinctions That's the distinction between the two types that we're going to be talking about today. So now that we all have an idea of what grad school is and what the scope of this presentation is, can anybody just real quick give me a reason why you guys are thinking about going to grad school? Yeah. Make a whole lot more money. I like that answer. Is that?
You become qualified for a wider variety of jobs.
Qualified for a wider variety of jobs. You have to better understand the subject matter.
Better understands the subject matter.
Excellent.
Absolutely. Any other ideas? Okay. So now we want to be talking about what kind of reasons should we be looking at, or at least what are some strong and less strong reasons for considering grad school.
Right. Because we may not all want to say it, but there is some kind of perception that graduate school is hell. And because of that, you have to, really be sure you want to go, right? So some strong answers include you want to study a certain discipline more and become more, say, specialized. So for me, I want to study a very specific research area, organic photovoltaics for anybody who's in chemistry, physics.
Or if you're not.
Or if you're not, yeah. Basically solar cells. But beside the point, I want to study that specific research discipline and broaden my knowledge of that so I can be successful in research after graduate school, right? And on the other side, for the professionals, your career choice may require you to go to graduate school. So for someone who wants to become a lawyer, they have to get a JD. For